Okay, guys, welcome to my podcast tonight. This is for my English 1301 class. I'm here joined with two of my friends, one being Justin, who is a corporate communications major and attends the University of Texas Austin. I'm also here joined with my friend Irving, who is an accounting major who attends UTSA. Alright, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Our topic at hand is going to be technology in classrooms and how it affects or helps us students in a way, in any ways, and we're about to get straight into it. So we're just gonna talk about a couple sources, and then we'll get y'all's opinions and get if y'all have any experiences on it. So the first one would be by the guy named of Julian Warner. He's a writer who writes a lot of technology books, a lot of writing and programs and stuff like that. And where he comes in is one of his books and research says that the best way to enhance a writer's paper is letting them have access to computers or phones or iPads or any technology in that matter, and so they can be able to use spell check and have the Word document, Google Docs, anything like that, because having spell check really helps a writer's paper. Y'all have any thoughts or feelings about that?
Uh,
Um,
you want to attack this one first, Irving?
yeah, I kind of agree. I guess like the spell check, maybe the way you format your paper, maybe that'll kind of help with the flow of how you write your essay. And I don't know, I guess like
Yeah,
maybe like for example, like Microsoft Word. It's a bunch of resources that it provides for you.
yeah. Just going off of that and adding on to it a bit, I would say that even Google Docs and then apps like Grammarly really help out. But I do feel like in a way it does hinder you a little bit because you kind of just type it fast and worry about it auto correcting for you, or you can just go back and fix it. But when you're actually like writing a paper or writing an essay in hand, you like sound the words out, and I feel like most of the time you spell it more correctly on the first try at a higher rate, just because you're sounding it out and things like that, rather when
Yeah,
typing you're
before
just
you're second guessing
speeding.
yourself.
Yeah, like when you're typing, you just like speed through it, but when you're writing, you're just like, all right, it goes boom, boom, boom. I don't know. At least I do. That's just my personal opinion on it.
So you
But
feel
for the most part, overall, yes, I do feel like it's very effective and it enhances a lot of people's uh, papers, essays, letters, emails, etc.
all right. Have y'all, one of y'all ever had any experiences due to spell checks where it's affected y'all in some way? Any
I mean, it's it's coming
I
clutch.
mean, like, yeah, like I feel like everyone uses it nowadays. So if you don't have something uh, grammatically and perfect, then you get dock points for that because it's like, how can you mess that up with all the technology we have nowadays? You know what I mean?
yeah, it makes a lot of
Hmm.
sense. Okay, that was good going off into the second source, so we don't have any breaks around here. We have one coming from a couple of professors at different schools, David Lee, and then following him, some of his coworkers. He They say that the having Word, like for example, having Word, like the program, it encourages
Uh huh.
students to go and write the essay rather than having to sit down with a pen and paper and just think about what they're gonna write. They feel that having that in front of you, having that screen, and being able to go on the website, going onto the internet and research rather than having just a paper in front of you trying to figure out in a classroom, trying to figure out what you're gonna write about. Yeah, how do y'all feel about that?
Mm, I mean, probably I wouldn't say it's a definite like a big difference. Like a definite,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's gonna definitely motivate a student to write your paper for sure. Either
Do y'all
way.
see that? Do y'all see it as a distraction rather than
Oh yeah, I definitely could see it as a distraction, but in the same way be a huge advantage. You know what I mean? But like Irving said, I don't think it's any substantial difference between you putting a paper in front of me and having me write something, and you getting a laptop out and saying type something. If it needs to get done, it will most likely get done.
all
I
right?
don't know.
And if, for
I
example,
agree.
say you're brainstorming for an essay, how would you rather have it organized and through a program on a computer where it gives you you can able to type in all the topics, type in everything you think about writing for each topic, and have it all organized in a program where it's gonna also like help you write it rather than doing it on a piece of paper like how we used to do it in elementary
Uh,
school, for example?
yeah, personally, I all those writing techniques, I don't use those. So, either way, it doesn't really benefit me. But Irving, I don't know if
I
this is a
mean, I feel
question
like
that you're more suitable to answer.
I feel like just like maybe me brainstorming would be me like just writing down some ideas. I feel like using a program would be a little over the top.
To me, for example,
But
I like having my things organized, and like Excel is something I really use a lot during my college career. I like having all my things organized in little places where it's
hmm
supposed to go. I really dread having to write things down.
yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, and then going on, do you have any experiences where you felt like there's been classes where you would have scored a higher grade or have more had a little bit more fun in it if you had a technology to use,
Um,
where it would have benefited you more if you had a computer in front of you?
I here like in college, like we don't really run into that. Irving, I don't think we run into that. I think I speak for both of us when I say that, we get to use technology in all our
Yeah,
classes.
it's
But
predominantly yes.
yeah, or they're ran through that. But I think back in like I guess high school and middle school that it definitely would have been better. Especially writing back then, man. God, like I remember when I first got my laptop and like I was able to type things out. That was like such a relief, especially like for vocabulary, for example. Like typing was so beneficial compared to
hmm
writing.
Yeah, like for me, yeah, I agree with Justin. I mean, like pretty much every class I've taken kind of kind of makes you use technology. Kind of makes you make use of your laptop.
Yeah,
So
nowadays if you don't have like technology, like you're singled out.
yeah, you're kind of putting yourself, at a
In a bind,
disadvantage.
yeah, in a disadvantage. Yeah, okay, I agree with that.
Exactly.
So, and then going on to the last source we're going to speak about today, it's a it's a coach actually coming from a small university, um, St. John Fisher College. She coaches a rowing team, and she has put that she believes that technology doesn't enhance anyone's writing, and if she feels like if people stuck to the pen and paper, students would be more productive, be more on task, and she believes that having technology in classrooms is a handicap towards our students. And I just wanted to get y'all's thoughts on that.
She's a rowing coach.
I
Like
don't know. I don't know about that one.
her her
Her input. You're saying her input doesn't really mean anything.
yeah, her input on this subject. I mean, not saying that ours holds any more value, but I'm just saying like her statements carry no weight because she has no I guess
Experience, you're trying to say? Like experience in a.
value regarding the topic.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of moving more towards technology in the classroom.
Yeah.
So you think by like say for
I think
example,
maybe she's like too used to like old things like rowing when there's motorboats